With accusations and more, this is Pro Wrestling Central. My name is John, and you're watching the Wrestling Report. Going over an interesting statistic surrounding a WWE title, Ringside News wrote that the WWE Women's United States Championship is days away from its 1-year mark, but there's one stat that stands out: it still hasn't been defended on a single premium live event. That's right, despite multiple title changes and some fast-paced drama, every defense of the Women's US title has taken place either on SmackDown, NXT, or Saturday night's main event, never on a major WWE pay-per-view. The title was first introduced in late 2024, with Chelsea Green winning the inaugural tournament final on December 14th. Since then, it's changed hands 5 times across 3 different brands. Chelsea Green won the vacant title by defeating Michin on Saturday night's main event, December 14th, 2024. Zelina Vega took the belt from Green on SmackDown, April 25th, 2025. Julia dethroned Vega in Saudi Arabia, June 27th, 2025, and Chelsea Green won it back in just 95 seconds against Julia on SmackDown, November 7th, 2025. Yet none of these title switches have been showcased on a PLE stage, not one. That includes major events like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Money in the Bank, and Survivor Series. This lack of PLE representation has left many fans questioning WWE's commitment to giving the Women's United States title a spotlight equal to its male counterparts. It's even more surprising given the popularity of stars like Chelsea Green, Zelina Vega, and Julia, all of whom have fan bases ready to rally behind a big-time title match on a pay-per-view card. With Chelsea Green once again holding the gold, the question is whether WWE will finally give the belt a chance to shine under the PLE lights, or if it'll remain a TV-only championship for the foreseeable future. Explaining why he decided to leave WWE for AEW after a shift in creative from Vince McMahon to Triple H, Adam Copeland told Inside the Ropes, "For a while there, I didn't know who was in charge. I just didn't know, and it was a little confusing. It was right as my contract was coming up. So, my contract was up. I had negotiated with Vince. Then Vince was gone. So I was like, what's this mean?" It was like, okay, well, your contract offer is still there. I was like, okay, I just got to think about this now, because, I've always dealt with him, and that's just always the way since my second contract on. It's always been, okay, what do you think? What do you think? Shake hands, that's it. In talking to Jay, Christian Cage, talking to FTR, talking to Jericho, talking to some of the guys there, they're like, man, you'd have a blast over here. My oldest daughter, put it as succinctly as you can. She goes, go have fun with Uncle Jay. Well, yeah, we're too old at this stage not to have fun. Not to say it wouldn't be or this or that or the other, so nobody can jump on that and turn it into anything. But I just think going there, working with Jay and now working with FTR, I just thought it'd be a lot of fun, and it has been. At a meet and greet, WWE star Liv Morgan was asked by a fan to straddle him in an awkward exchange.
That's fire!
Like that.
I want one.
Had to do it. I did it just for you because I knew he was coming.
Can
you straddle me like you did John last
No!
Stupid.
Recalling the first time she suffered a miscarriage, Stephanie McMahon said this on her What's Your Story podcast. I had a miscarriage at one point, and it's devastating. You never really know until you tell someone that you had a miscarriage, and then you find out tons of women that you know who have had miscarriages. And it's just something we don't share that I think if we did talk about more, it would be helpful. From a mental health standpoint as well, it's very hard to go through that. When you find out that people you love, relate to, look up to, that really, truly, we all have problems. We are here to help one another because at the end of the day, all we have is each other. talking about the fight he had with Sammy Guevara years ago in AEW, Andrade said this to El Ring. "I ran into him alone in the bathroom. I said, 'Do you have a problem with me?' He told me no, everything's fine. On Tuesday, the company put us in a group chat and asked us not to make anything public. They told us, please don't escalate this. We've had too many problems lately. I was already upset, and when I saw him backstage, I went up and boom, right to the head. Yes, we fought. Yes, punches were thrown, but no one really saw what happened. Just a few people. Roosh, Jose, my assistant, and someone from Private Party. Only they know what really happened. Mark Henry called me over and said, 'Is this real or are you just trying to stir up drama?' I told him it was real. He said, 'Don't do anything dumb. Let it go.' And I really appreciated that. It helped calm me down. I had a muscle tear in my chest, but I didn't tell the company. I kept wrestling. But once I got suspended, I said, well, now I can finally get the surgery and recover properly." During that same interview, Andrade addressed a rumor that his ex-wife Charlotte Flair got him fired from WWE, saying, "We started having some problems, and then came the divorce. People ask if she had something to do with my leaving WWE. She didn't. She never went to management to get me fired or anything like that. I respect her a lot. She was an incredible woman, a great wife. I wish her the best." And to the fans who keep bringing up Charlotte, in this case, I admit as a person and as a man that I was the one who failed in the relationship. I can't talk badly about her. She's an amazing woman and I wish her the best. She knows that. And to the fans, stop bothering her, please. It's none of your business. She had no fault. When it comes to how WWE views up-and-coming star Bron Breakker, Ringside News noted that Bron Breakker's star power isn't just rising, it's skyrocketing. According to Bodyslam.net, WWE higher-ups firmly believe that Breakker is the next true big star, and see him as a long-term face of the company. One source went as far as to compare his future to that of Roman Reigns, saying Breakker could be a Roman Reigns type of superstar who leads WWE for years to come. It's not just talk. Breakker is reportedly a frontrunner to win the 2026 Royal Rumble and go on to capture the World Heavyweight Championship next year. After headlining Survivor Series War Games, pinning CM Punk, and shaking off a terrifying fall mid-match, Breakker has clearly earned major trust from WWE's top brass. They're not just booking him strong, they're preparing to build the company around him. If WWE really is grooming Bron Breakker to be the next Roman Reigns, the message is clear. This isn't just a push, it's a coronation in the making. From brutal spears to main event wins, Breakker's already proving he can hang with the biggest names. Now the only question is, how soon before he runs the whole show? For details on a pro wrestling promoter being accused of predatory behavior, Ringside News wrote that indie wrestling is once again facing difficult questions about who gets to stay in the business, this time involving promoter Javon Miller, who's been accused of predatory behavior by indie star Edward Draven. Draven took to Twitter and laid out a disturbing account of his experiences working for Miller's promotion CIW, and revealed why he won't stay silent anymore, despite the emotional difficulty of addressing this topic due to his own history with trauma. I've been very hesitant to speak up about this because I don't like being involved in things related to this subject due to prior trauma. But with recent things that have been brought to my attention, I knew it was important for me to speak up and use my voice. Draven says Miller originally booked him for 2 shows after seeing a public challenge on Twitter, something Draven was genuinely excited about since it involved wrestling a longtime friend. But what started as a professional opportunity spiraled quickly into something else. Javon Miller, also known as Michael Long, booked me for 2 CIW shows at the beginning of November after he saw Jay Karma tweet about wanting to face me. I was excited to wrestle a longtime friend, but things quickly took a turn when Michael kept bringing up one of the wrestlers he was rumored to be having an affair with. According to Draven, the promoter's behavior became increasingly inappropriate and disrespectful, including behind-the-scenes gossip, slander about other wrestlers, and unprofessional professional booking decisions. He spread lies about various wrestlers and their sexual history, hinting that they were doing favors to get ahead, and he badmouthed others who couldn't make the event. Draven described how matches were manipulated to favor wrestlers Miller was allegedly pursuing romantically. The second day, he tells Jay and I to basically not do much in the match to put his boyfriend over, on top of another attack from a wrestler he was trying to pursue. I came all the way from Georgia to Ohio. After the events, Draven chose to cut ties with Miller and CIW entirely, only to hear that Miller was misrepresenting the situation to others in the locker room. He called out Miller for being a creep. Michael then told Talent that another wrestler and I didn't get brought back because we were trash, when in reality it was me protecting myself from a creep. The most disturbing part, Draven says Miller is a registered sex offender and known for stealing from the industry, allegations that take this from uncomfortable to potentially dangerous territory. He's also a registered sex offender and is known for stealing from this business. Enough is enough, and we need to speak out to stop more people from experiencing this. Wrestling is no stranger to stories like this, but every voice that speaks out helps push the business toward real accountability and protection for performers. And this was your pro wrestling news update. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see y'all later.